Hey, stand on your nails.
Take the yellow Sharpie.
Okay.
Under a minute. And we're starting with a sock first.
I showed a picture of me.
And I forgot to tell you about that. Sorry. I went down there because I had to compose myself from like 15 minutes ago. Okay.
30. Okay. 10 seconds. Stand by.
Just let me know when I need to move cameras.
Okay.
Live and on your side. This is KTBS 3, 9 o'clock news hour on KTXJ CW21.
You have one of the best matchups that we've had in a long, long time. Three Power Fives.
The 47th Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl will be here December 16th, just 2 weeks away. And it's going to be one of the greatest matchups in a long time. Cal Bears versus Texas Tech. Good evening, everyone. I'm Madison Edwards.
And I'm Chelsea Burrow. Thank you for joining us.
The 47th Independence Bowl will host the first Power 5 matchup in 7 years, as the Cal Golden Bears from the Pac-12 will take on the Texas Tech Red Raiders out of the Big 12. This is Cal's first appearance in the Independence Bowl, while Texas Tech makes its third trip to Shreveport. The Indy Bowl is set for Saturday, December 16th at 8:15 p.m. Daniel Brown's going to have a lot more on this later in the sports.
The crew of Harambe is gearing up
Stand
for
by.
their parade next month by making their infamous mask. KTBS 3 magazine tells us the importance of this parade and their face covering. Madison?
Chelsea in the fall of 2000.
And you could put 2 on Chelsea Fools.
More involved in the celebration of Mardi Gras, while including the spirit of the African American culture in the Shreveport area. That group became the crew of Harambe. The crew of Harambe was the first African American crew in Shreveport, with the parade now bringing in at least 20,000
You're gonna toss back
people.
to Chelsea
One of
only.
the things the crew's known for is throwing decorated masks, which started as a tradition in 2012. This idea came from Deborah Bradley, who wanted to mimic New Orleans parades, such as coconuts and muses with shoes. Rosalind Blackshire, who's in charge of the masks,
What you do?
I was fixing the concepts.
Oh.
get excited for masks. That's.
I wasn't messing with anything else. I just messed with concepts.
Oh no, I was just asking because I didn't want to like take nothing. Because I know one time somebody changed it and I didn't know taking it and it took something else.
Oh, no, you're fine. I messed up on the overnights with that, so I was trying to make sure it didn't come up with fresh news super.
Oh.
Judy Madison, who's the royalty chair for Harambe, says that she enjoys the parade, but also loves that it is for a good cause.
It's for a great cause because we know Martin Luther King fought to
Stand by.
equal quality, equal voice, and we continue to fight for that, and that's the message we want to continue. That we are one community, we are one community, that we support each other no matter what you are.
The crew of Harambe
Stand by,
parade
camera
will
2.
take place January 15th on Texas Street at 1 p.m. We'll have coverage at that parade on KTXJ 21. For information on the crew of Harambe, visit KTBS.com. Back to you, Chelsea.
All right, thank you for that great story. I hope you're having a nice night so far.
I lucky
after what
wanted
was
to go
yet
on the script
another
and
great
put
day
tossed
here
away
across
there,
the
but
Arc-O-Tex. We've really been lucking out with how nice our
3
weather's
can
been
go
these
to
past few days, and good news is
Chelsea.
that's going to continue. So take a look at our 4 tower cans. It's all dark, but the Christmas lights sure are
I hate the
shining bright.
virtual,
It's actually a great night for you to go out
thing.
and
Oh, it's
check
fine.
it out.
Figure out how to get it to
It's
go
a little bit
away.
colder. This is one of the coldest nights, or we're trending to be one of the colder nights Shreveport's had in a while. We're already sitting at 48 degrees. Everyone else sitting in the low 50s with clear skies across the board. Now, the clear skies are going to allow us to cool off
30.
a little bit more in some places as we head through the next few hours before we rebound back to what will be a seasonable afternoon here in the Arc-O-Tex. Now, in terms of your next few hours, here's what it looks like for your planning forecast. You can see we're going to be keeping mostly clear skies around for a while, and that's going to be the case too for a few more days. Now, I'm going to talk about what that means and when we could possibly see our next rain chance
Stand by.
coming up. All right, thank you, Caroline.
One man is recovering tonight after being shot in the foot, according to the Shreveport Police Department. Officials say it happened near Midway Avenue when a gray Honda Accord drove up to the man outside and shot him. As of right now, no arrests have been made, and officials are still investigating.
Stand by, camera one.
We'll keep you updated on the story at KTBS.com.
The Louisiana State Legislature has until January
Oh, he was
13th
moving?
to revise
No.
its current
Oh.
congressional
I was
The
laughing
federal
because
judge says violates the
she
Voting
said that
Rights
really
Act.
quickly, but
The
I was trying to
legislation
fix
is
camera
scheduled
one
for session
because for some
Thursday.
reason it's
The
like
initial
really
deadline for
wide.
the state,
Yeah.
legislature to fix the map was January 15th. A legal
It's like really
challenge
far off
accuses the
from the
state
rest
of
of the
creating
cameras.
white majorities
So
in
it's
5
like-
of the 6 congressional districts, when blacks make up at least 1/3 of the state's population. A judge ruled if the state legislature fails to produce a new map, the case would then go to trial in March.
And the sheriff clash continues as we prepare for a ruling this week.
KTBS 3's Sydney Lane tells us what we should expect.
John Nicholson and his team
Definitely
submitted their brief
should
on why the judge should rule in their favor before Saturday's deadline at noon. Now, Harry Whitehorn's rebuttal is due Monday at noon. Political analyst Royal Alexander explains
Coming
when
back
we
on
could
camera
hear
one.
the ruling and what could happen after the ruling is made.
The briefs are not that long. Judge Blake is a very experienced judge. I can see him reading them, maybe even
He
by
took down
Tuesday or
on
Wednesday
one
ruling.
just a little,
I
little bit
really
more.
could see him going either way. I don't see
Yeah.
him ruling the same day he gets the motions.
Alexander believes the ruling will decide Nicholson and Whitehorn's next steps.
When he rules, I think one side or the other will immediately appeal it to the Second Circuit Court of Appeal. I think there's a chance the Louisiana Supreme Court will also hear it.
If the Second Circuit Court of Appeals has to make a decision and either Nicholson or Whitehorn doesn't agree, they can then ask the Louisiana Supreme Court to hear their case, which Alexander thinks is a possibility.
Under the Louisiana Supreme Court case of Atkins, there was a
Remember, this one
3-vote
goes to
difference
the
in
very
that
last
election.
second, so as
And
soon as it hits
the
one, take
Louisiana
it.
Supreme Court ended up ordering
Or
a new
if you're
election
black.
on 3 votes. Here we have just 1 vote. I think we probably are going to have to
Stand by, camera one.
If there is another runoff election needed, it would take place March 23rd. Back to you.
The Columbia County Sheriff's Office awarded its officers at a Christmas party on Friday. As plaques were handed out, there were smiles on partygoers' faces, and an added flair was that
Stand by, camera
ladies
3.
who came dressed in shirts adorned with the deputies' faces. Awards were given for Employees of the Year.
2 Lions Club organizations in Hope, Arkansas hosted Christmas auctions over the weekend to help those in need. The Hope Noon Lions Club filled boxes for those people who need food. Last night, the Hope Evening Club held an entertainment auction where various auctioneers brought their unique talents to the mic. Money raised from last night's auction will benefit the community project. And today, Heritage Church in Texarkana celebrated the Christmas story with music. The youth department was a part of the event as they dressed up in their Christmas pajamas. Some activities including putting together their
Stand by for
Christmas
camera 2,
decorations,
tease.
and of course, lots of singing and dancing. Participants spoke about the importance of the real Christmas story, which is Christ being the light.
And still ahead tonight, a group of motorcyclists who travel to fallen servicemen and women's funerals to make sure someone is there to honor their final moments. Our hometown patriot is next.
Hey, we're breathing. We're here. We're good.
No.
We're on the move. You're not chest excited?